Here's Matt Slick.
All right, everyone, welcome to the show. It's me, Matt Slick. You're listening to Matt Slick Live. Hope you're all going to have a good day listening. Let's see, we've got people in, Clubhouse. We have people in Discord, and I can open up the Rumble. We have people in Rumble as well. And if you want to give me a call, all you got to do is dial 877-207-2276. The last four digits on your phone spell CARM, carm.org. If you don't want to call, but you do want a question or comment for the air, you can just contact us or email us at info at carm.org. Info at carm.org. That's all you got to do. And we'd love to, we could read your email over the air and check it out. So that's all you got to do. All right. Let's see. We got one caller waiting. We got four. Oh, no. Yeah, four open lines 877 207 2276. I want to hear from you. Give me a call. And just so you know, we're on Rumble, and there's a lot of good chat stuff going on in the Rumble room. So if you are interested in joining us in the chat, all you got to do is go to rumble.com/Matt Slick Live, and it'll take you there. Woo, how about that? Let's get to Troy from Texas. Troy, welcome. You are on the air.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, sure, you too.
So my question is, so in Jeremiah 31:33, he prophesies that the Lord will put the law on the people of Israel's heart. And then Paul in Romans 2:15 says, that the work of the law is written on the hearts of the Gentiles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So is it like, what is it? Like, how do these things mesh?
Well, God is speaking covenantally.
The question.
It's all right. No. God's speaking covenantally to the people of Israel in Jeremiah. And what God does is bind himself by his word. A covenant is a pact or an agreement between two or more parties. So God is working covenantally with Israel. And he is telling them that he's going to write the law on their hearts. It's not just going to be external, but it's going to be internal. This is a hint towards the issue of regeneration and indwelling and things like that. So what we see here is that is mentioned in Hebrews 10:16, and I believe Paul wrote Hebrews, but he's writing in order to communicate to them that God's faithfulness is to them, even though they don't have the law perfectly. The law in their heart is the issue. Paul had already written, like you said, in Romans 2:15, that the law is written on the heart of the unbelievers as well. The reason it's written on the heart of all people is because we're made in the image of God, and that's the out of Genesis 1:26-27. So anyway, both Israel and the Gentiles are going to have their hearts written on the law in a more profound way, with the indwelling of God in the Holy Spirit who indwells the believers. And so that's what's going on. Okay.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. It just seems like in Jeremiah, it's like this thing is going to happen, like, as if it's not already. But I guess it's not. It doesn't say that, obviously. But okay.
That's true. Yeah. Well, when God says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Now, the when, that's the issue. When's it going to happen? And so we have the ability to look backwards throughout history and see the redemptive work of Christ, and that even Jews can have the law written on their hearts. Now, like I said, automatically it already is, but we're talking here not just the idea of, I know it's not right no, it's not right to steal. It's more than that. See, the Christian is indwelt by God, and he really is aware of the law and what's right and what's good. It really echoes with strength through his heart and mind. And this is what's going on in Jeremiah. This this real regenerative work, this thing that God's going to be doing a more miraculous work later on in people. And that's what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I can totally see, in my own life how I went from not caring so much about sin, but like when I became a believer, then it really affected me more holistically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of the signs of regeneration and the movement of God in us and through us, where instead of just an awareness of the law, now we want to live it. We don't want to lie and cheat and steal, etc. It's really upon our hearts. We can really feel it, that kind of thing. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Great. Well, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, Troy. God bless, buddy. God bless.
All right.
All
God
right.
bless you.
Okay. Hey, folks, if you want to give me a call, all you got to do is dial 877-207-2276. We have 4 open lines. Also in let's see, I got to see all these different things going. In Clubhouse, there's a chat room. If you have a question, you can type it in there. Same thing in Discord, you can do that, and in Rumble. And you can also email me, info@carm.org, if you have a comment or a question, or you could even call me, 877-207-2276. Let's get to Buskman from Dayton. Welcome, Buskman. You're on the air.
Hi, Matt. Always great to talk to you, sir. Question. Proverbs 6, Book of Wisdom, speaks of going to the ant, you sluggard. Okay. And shows what an ant does, which is stores up his food for times when he cannot be out getting food. Should Christians be prepping, Matt?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, we should be prepping. We should have a few months of supply of food and a couple, 3-4 weeks of water. It just makes sense. We don't want to rely on our technology. Now, as a matter of fact, my wife and I, we've been slowly doing that, just slowly getting things ready. We have canned goods, we have stuff. We're not talking about a bunker and a helipad and radar operated machine gun turrets. No. But we just have enough that we could survive for 2 months, 3 months if we needed to on our own. We have a large supply of water. We have a jacuzzi. We have a water filter that can take anything and everything out of that. You can pour sewage into it, and it comes out. We use it all the time. Not for, we put sewage in it, but we filter our water out. We have an extra fridge in the garage, and we have canned goods and shelves and things like that. And so we also have a couple solar panels and a battery pack that you can charge it. Well, just 2 days ago, we had a power outage here at the house. And so we're like, okay. So I had these little portable batteries I keep charged, for charging up cell phones, and gave one to my wife and say, here, because her battery was getting low. And when we went to bed, the power was still not on. So she and I both use CPAP machines. We had these battery things, and we'd hooked them up, and it was no problem. And then later the lights came on. So, it's just that kind of stuff. We should just be prepared. Okay.
Okay. So we shouldn't live our lives like we're all Elijah and we'll send ravens to feed us.
Well, no. God will provide, but we need to be active. Men in particular are responsible for their families to lead and guide and provide and protect. Part of the issue of protection is to provide food and water and clothing for the family. But what happens if there's an economic collapse? What happens if the Biden crime family gets to do everything it wants and the Democrats take complete control and socialist hell takes over? And they so you can't have gas stoves and gas this and gas that. They're the idiocy of what they're doing. And let's say that happens. Well, then how are you going to survive when gas goes to $10 a gallon, $20 a gallon? Is that going to happen? I don't know. But with morons in charge like that, those things are not that far off. So shouldn't we be prepared? Should we make whatever you think is necessary for the condition and the situation you're in to be prepared for something so that you can have enough food for more than a week or two? When Katrina happened and it went into and devastated New Orleans, I'm going to be careful how I'm saying these words because I know that there's children listening in cars, traveling and stuff like that. But within 72 hours, there was all kinds of mayhem where gangs were going around doing things that should not have been done. And women were jeopardized. People were killed. Robberies were occurring. And then, of all surprising, ridiculous stupidity, the government started coming in and confiscating weapons from the law-abiding, which the criminals wanted that to happen so that they could be free then to rob people without fear. So
resistance.
yeah. Yeah, the liberals, they can't think their way out of a wet paper bag. They think people are basically good. They have no clue. They're so clueless, and so they try and operate that way. In fact, that's why people are moving out of Portland, Oregon. Businesses are shuttering. In San Francisco, the same thing's happening. People are leaving by the droves. Businesses are shutting down because the liberals' policies are in place. Defunding the police and giving liberals and criminals, the rights. And it's just opening the borders. I mean, I just have to say this because it really irritates me so much. But if you want to destroy a country, you do exactly what's happening in our country right now. Exactly. You destroy the culture, you destroy the language, you have it invaded from people who are foreign, who don't have your culture, your values. You destroy the infrastructure. You destroy the energy production system. You brainwash the children. You go woke so that everybody starts hating the culture and the country. You just cause it to fracture, and you foment race wars, racism, socialism. This is exactly what you do if you want to destroy the country, and it's exactly what's happening. So all the more reasons Christians should be preparing. I recommend people buy silver, because I've researched it. Gold, you have a single gold coin, and you can put it in your pocket. It's worth $2,000. Well, you're going to buy a loaf of bread with a single coin. If you buy junk silver and silver that has $25 per coin, then you have something to work with and to barter with if need be. So I recommend people do that. And I'm looking into gold backs, which several states now are producing legal currency called gold backs. And so Colorado is, New Hampshire, Wyoming, I think is, Montana. And they are actually dollar bills with different denominations, 10, 20, 30, 40. They're actually gold actually woven into it, into the fiber. And so it actually has value, not just paper. So more and more states are starting to do that. And the reason they're doing that is because the dollar is not being trusted in the world much anymore. People are moving away from it, and that'll cause the economy of America to collapse. So everything that you want to do to destroy this country is being done. It's being done. So, I've been studying this for a long time. And that's why I call it the Biden crime family. The FBI is corrupt. The DOJ is corrupt. So, what I say here on the radio, I'm waiting for them to come get me and arrest me. Why? Because I said something I shouldn't have said. That's no joke. That's no joke. I mean, I'm serious.
I believe you.
Hey, we got to break somebody. You want to hold? Let me know, or just keep going. Hold on if you want.
I am good. Thanks,
Oh,
Matt.
okay.
I greatly appreciate it, brother.
All right, Busman. God bless, buddy. Okay. Hey, folks, we got 3